Howdy, it's Uncle Paul, and I'm just hanging out down here at Nolan Creek with the girls. Well, it was supposed to rain today, but it didn't, thankfully. And so I decided to hike from the house to downtown Belton, down to Nolan Creek here. And I got nearly a full pack, got some food in it, but not all. And I hadn't done this in a couple of years, actually. I didn't do it any last year. And so it's just kind of a partly cloudy day. It's in the mid 80s nearly. So it's in a breeze, so it feels really good. And it's 2.5 miles down here to the creek, a 5-mile round trip. Got down here and I was getting a hot spot on my foot, so I went ahead and put some duct tape on it. I've got on those socks that I bought last year that have a liner on built in, made in the inside of the socks. So those aren't working too well, I guess. But anyway, but it's really nice. I've tanked up on some water and I'm about to head back. Well, just taking a break. That's HEB over there, and just sitting amongst the trees here in the grass in the shade, taking a little break. And I'm nearly home. Home's that direction, getting close. Now, I was cutting through the parking lot, and you fill up with gas, HEB gas, just right over there. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get me a Coke Zero, and I still got half a liter of water left. And like I said, I'm nearly home. It's less than a mile to the house. But man, it's a 5-mile round trip, and I'm nearly finished. But it's all on pavement, concrete, asphalt, all that, and that's just tore my feet up. My feet are sore. My legs are a little tired, but they're doing pretty good. But my knee, nearly halfway. Not halfway, a little before that, my knee started giving out on me, my right knee, and my legs started giving out. So I was, kind of limping a little bit or favoring it. And then, that kind of went away. I ignored it after a while, and it's been doing fine. So that's kind of how I've been doing my knee, because my knee has been hurting me since we got back from Oklahoma in graduation. And I've been limping around a little bit, but I've just been ignoring it and trying to do my normal stuff for the most part, and that it seems to be just fine. After a little bit it goes away, so I'm not too concerned about it. But anyway, it's a warm day, 85 degrees, and there's almost no shade for most of the whole hike to downtown and back. And so that gets me to thinking about my water and concern once again, like last year, on my water and how much I take and all that. I've decided to just really enjoy this spot for a little bit. There's no rush. So here we are in town. HEB is just on the other side of those trees, and this wash area right here, I got up a deer resting. There goes another one right there. Okay, one of them's just looking at me. Oh, there it goes. It snorted and ran off. There it goes. Well, I've got my typical water concerns about hiking there on the AT. They're in June, so I'm thinking right now that I'm not going to start off with my stove, because I'm afraid I'm going to need every ounce. My big old body just needs water, and I'm going to need every ounce of water for drinking purposes. So I think I'm going to start off without it. And now my truck's going to be parked at Joe's, and so there's a possibility that he'll be able to at some point bring me something if I need it when it fits in with his schedule. So I could bring my stove. I'm planning on it. and even some dehydrated food, leave it in my truck. And then if we have some cold weather, or if I feel comfortable with the water sources and getting enough water, then I may ask Joe to bring me my stove. By the way, he's starting off with me, but since this is going to take me quite a long time, possibly, he can't take off 2 weeks of work to babysit me. So I don't know how long he's going to be able to hike with me, but it's not going to be probably very long. So, but he's offered to bring me something when I need it. When it fits into his schedule. So I really appreciate that. So I'm going to take my stove and a few other things too for resupply in case that ever comes up. But I'm not going to start off with it. And speaking of hiking slowly and taking a long time, one of the my subscribers that I think lives in New Jersey, close to the AT up there, who's planning on joining me for a period of time on my hike, his name's Adam, and he said that he was planning on bringing some fishing gear because if there's going to be enough downtime, then he was going to do some fishing. I think that's a great idea. Bring any of you who are planning on hiking with me, bring cards, bring board games, bring a horseshoe set. I don't know, because it's going to take me a while. Like I said, I think in last week's video, I may only hike 3 miles on some days, and if I'm just for whatever, all the circumstances, and it may take me a couple of weeks to do 72 miles. And the sad thing about it is that during that time, I may have to take a couple of 0 days. I mean, I know it's pretty pathetic, but I got to do what I have to do to get that 72 miles. So if you're going to join me for some hiking, I think that's a great idea. Well, part of the trail is flooded, and now I know why. Okay. For those of you, my subscribers, who hiked with me a few weeks ago, this is the part of the trail that crosses those big rocks through that stream that they call a bridge, the bridge. Yeah, I can't even get to the rocks. I don't even see where they are. Whew, okay, well, I've hit a area I can't get past. I can't bushwhack around this flood, so the trail continues back right over here. So anyway, now my legs feel good. My feet though, I put some KT tape on it. It did form a blister on my foot last night. Put KT tape on it this morning, and it's feeling pretty good. I've got a couple more hot spots, one on my left and another one on my right foot. So I may doctor those a little bit before I head back toward the truck. And it's starting to get a little more windy, and the clouds are getting a little bit darker, so I think it's time to go. Okay, for those of you who were on my subscriber hike a few weeks ago, this is the waterfall. This is up above it. So you remember it was eroding away even then, but all this has just been washed out, and really underneath this little bridge here. So man, it's getting a little scary right there. Actually, I'm not sure that thing right there is going to hold my weight. So I'm going to go ahead and cross right here. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Well, man, we had after I got back from my hike yesterday, just a major lightning storm for a few hours, a lot of rain. So that trail out there, they're predicting thunderstorms really every day this week. Today's like the only sunny day that they're predicting. So the whole back half of that park out there and the trails, it's inaccessible because of that flooding, and that's not going to change anytime soon. So I'm going to have to stick to the front part of that park, which is fine. I can get in, I just kind of do circles or whatever, backtrack and stuff, get in some mileage. Or if it's going to be thunderstorming when I need to be out there, I'll just go to the gym. I don't mind hiking in rain. It was raining when I started yesterday. I just don't want to get out there in the lightning if I don't have to, you know. But I do have some blisters, more blisters on my feet, or actually my right foot really, than I've ever had hiking before. So I'm going to have to deal with those and get used to, you know, just hiking through those, you know, just patching them up and just pushing through. So that's a good experience for me to have. My knees, though, on yesterday's hike, not a single problem with my knees out there. So, you know, like I said, my knees can come and go a little bit, but I think being out there on you know, dirt and rocks and, you know, regular trail stuff instead of just that pavement and everything makes a difference. So, but anyway, all that, you know, I'm feeling good. My legs recover quickly. They're strong, so I'm thankful for that. But anyway, going to be heading out in just a couple of weeks. I need to have time to put all my gear out there and have nice enough weather. I don't know if it's going to work out this week, that I've only got one more week. I got to get my clothes and all my gear sprayed with permethrin because, you know, that's one of the things that I'm concerned most about every year when I go hiking is the stupid ticks, you know. So I got to have time to be able to, or the good weather to be able to get that done. But anyway, one more Sunday video, guys, and then I'll be hitting the trail, and I'm really looking forward to it. I appreciate all your support. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week.